this is a bit surprising.
Ja Rule?
Well, no.
Ja Rule?
Tom Allen, the defensive coordinator for Penn State,
was
so disgusted with their performance on offense that he left the program and is now on his way to Clemson, apparently.
Well,
and I don't know what to do about that.
I will say this. This was the most surprising move because I don't think this is a lateral move. This feels like a step down. I mean, you tell me, is Clemson closer to winning a national championship or Penn State right now? Penn State just played the semifinal. They've got a roster that's built, I think, to get back in the playoffs next year and try to make a run. I look at it and I'm like, I don't get it. Now, I mean, I tried to read up on it. Some people talked about, hey, Dabo Swinney's pretty hands-off with his coordinators, so he's going to have, full autonomy. James Franklin doesn't strike me as the type that's going to be overarching over Tom Allen anyway. He comes from an offensive background. So I'm not really sure, what went on there, but like I said, it doesn't even feel like a lateral move. It feels like a step back in regards to at least where both those programs are at this point. And people at Clemson could take issue, but I mean, Clemson's a long departure from where they were back when they won a national championship, or were making more appearances in the college football playoff. And I know they went this year, but it's like, again, it was kind of more of a like, hey, you had to win it in order to get in a conference that was viewed as weak as anyone.
I made the point, this is something that James Franklin has done. Now, he made a lateral movement, which I don't really understand that. Some people brought up the fact that that's where his daughters are and that's where he wanted to move. Well, he was coaching in Indiana before. So I don't get, okay, well, he had the opportunity to go there. All right. But I brought up the idea of James Franklin is constantly placing coordinators, from Moorhead to Brent Pry to the latest being Manny Diaz, Charles Huff. I mean, he's had a great run of having success with coaches being taken away from him. And somebody brought up the fact that, Clemson. Brent Pry. Yeah, people brought up the fact that maybe Clemson offered him more money to go there and coach.
Penn State, right?
Yeah, I mean, I would assume so. I won't get into all of that. I don't know all the details of that, but some people offered that up as that would be the reason why he made the decision. I just know this. That's not to me. That's not what I come to know as the Penn State way. People come there like Terry Smith has been there forever. He's been there the entire tenure of James Franklin. Coach Poindexter, a college football Hall of Famer, he's been there and he's shown a lot of loyalties towards. Yeah, y'all's crazy. He's shown a lot of loyalty to the program. Like, to me, I look at it and I say, come there 1 year and leave. Like, that's kind of, I don't know. I felt like Tom Allen might be, like, when I heard this, it's like, no way that could be true. He seems like, a good man, like, type of guy that like has the integrity of what he does. And,
So you think he's not a good guy or lacks integrity because of it?
I'm not going to say he's not a good guy and lacks integrity. I just thought that he had more of it. I thought there would have been more good guy in him and more integrity than to leave a program unless
are you saying
there
his daughter's
comes out.
Go to Clemson?
I heard that his family is in Clemson.
Well,
I did hear that. It would get him close.
That makes a difference, then.
Well, but it said that he's got his daughters live in the Carolinas.
Try to go there. Then before now, like you're going to go somewhere for 1 year and then leave.
Yeah. Well, maybe that job wasn't open in Dabo Swinney's mind, right? Like they just
wait
on for their defense coordinator.
Well, then wait. Then wait.
Huh?
I mean, I'm just saying, if you went to a place and you spent 1 year getting it situated and put in play. He's a former head coach. Now, if you get I have no problem or issue. Matter of fact, I saw Manny in Vegas. I had no problem with Manny leaving to go to take a head coaching job at a prestigious college. I don't have a problem with that. But you're leaving to be a defensive coordinator somewhere else?
Hey, look,
That doesn't hit right with me.
If it's about family, it's more understandable. I didn't see that confirmed anywhere. I did see, it was like a message board or something where they said that. So
I put it, yeah. I mean, I saw it get put out there, but it did to me. I just, if it's serious enough where you need to be like, let's be clear here. You're an adult.
They said family
Everybody's
ties.
adults.
They said family ties in the Carolinas. They didn't even say Clemson.
Which, I mean, here,
everybody.
Actually, can we get some theme music, Lee, potentially that would be more Carolina-esque or Carolina-based, if that's possible?
Lee is not with us currently, but yes.
No.
Every single time I ask for Lee, he's never around where you need him to be.
Lee, hey,
Which means that he must not ever be around.
Ghost. Yeah, it's like...
Hey, Rain, is he in the bathroom?
Do you want North Carolina or South Carolina?
Let's do a mix of both.
Well, yeah, I would say preferably South Carolina, if possible.
Yeah, South Carolina more so.
Okay, we'll take that. Let's go now to our resident South Carolina expert, one Jonas Knox. Given that he spent some time in Charleston, South Carolina.
That's correct.
He's got his hand on the shaft and on the pulse of really what's happening there.
No, you had it right the first time.
Down at Clemson.
Yeah. Yes, I did have my hand on the shaft there in South Carolina. Now, some would say, did you live in Charleston? That is not accurate.
You had your what on the what?
My hand on the shaft in North Charleston. North Charleston was significantly cheaper than downtown Charleston, so that was the place that I chose to reside
You're not a
there.
downtown guy anyway. So.
Yeah, it's just a little bit too pricey out there. But, I was there in South Carolina, went to many Piggly Wigglies, and maybe that could have been the allure for Tom Allen. Maybe he looked around and said, you know what, I'm just not happy with what we've got to offer here. Let me go down south, and let me go get myself a nice whiff of a pig wig when I want to go do some shopping, and said, screw you to James Franklin and to the Penn State program. I'm on my way out of here. That would be my guess.
Gotcha.
But, I mean, we can't confirm or deny that, so it is what it is.
As I said,
nice.
I see it more as a step back. I understand Clemson Tiger fans may take issue because you won the ACC to get into the college football playoff, which, again, there's a down year in the ACC. All right, bottom line. Not a very good showing, in particular in the playoffs. So I don't view that as helping them get any or helping him get any closer to winning a national championship. If he cares about that, if it's more about family, again, it kind of makes sense. But I don't get it.
Yeah.
I don't get it. And you're adults, unless you have a ailing family member or something to that effect that would call for you to be within the vicinity of them to be able to get there back and forth. I understand that. And if that's what comes out, then he has my apologies, sincerest apologies. But if it's just, I got this opportunity and I can move back near my daughters, like, I don't think so, man.
What if he has health issues
business
that he's concerned about? Maybe he has health issues and he's saying, I want to be closer to them.
Didn't he, by the way?
Yeah,
back in Indiana? Yeah.
Well, I'll say this. Man. Let it be made known. Or don't coach. Like, the one thing about coaching. The one thing, I'm giving ultimatums. One thing I'll say about coaching is that it's about everything except you.
You know what I like?
It's about everybody but
you. If
you.
this was about any other school, he would not be impassioned about it.
You know what I like, though? I do like that LaVar has covered his tracks because he's like, well, listen, if it's something serious, then, I hope everything is well. But if not, screw him.
But screw you.
Yeah. And don't coach. Don't coach.
Yeah. You want to be with your kids, go be with your kids.
Hey, man, I get it.
You don't want
to
coach. You want to coach, like, all right.
You're emotional.
No, I'm not. I'm disappointed.
And
I like
that's an emotion.
I'm just wondering, maybe, does this mean that Man's going with him? Maybe that was the selling point of Penn State?
No.
Hell no, he says.
He's not.
Damn.
He's a Penn Stater.
Well,
hell no.
Katron and
we choose the school. They're coming back, baby.
Katron and Singleton are coming back.
And Nick.
Yep.
And Big Zane. And Denai Sutton. Come on.